And just go before the line.
Yeah, or you can just cut it on right on the line, I think. Okay. Six. All right. Go for it.
Is this the new example? Yeah. It's good.
Good. All right. Quite a lot of things here. All right. Okay.
Era macam dulu doktor tu dah. Apa ini?
Just need some crystals.
Kita sudah geri lemah.
So then we started dehorning because we saw that as a sort of added deterrent to put on top of all of that. Because, you know, dehorning is somewhat controversial because people have tried it in the past. They tried it in Zimbabwe when they were going through their poaching crisis, and it didn't seem to make a lot of difference. But the big difference here is that we have multiple other mechanisms by which to combat the poaching. So we just saw this as another level that we added on top of that. So what we're hoping to do is sort of make the risk benefit to the poacher unacceptable. You know, so should they then go and poach this animal, the risk of them being caught doesn't justify them doing it because their return is not great.
And is it specific areas where you're dehorning or specific animals, like females only because they're more endangered, or
Yeah, so we're doing both. So we tend to try and dehorn rhinos in certain selected areas where we know they're at most risk. And so generally that tends to be along the borders of the park. And then we also value the females much higher than the males. So an animal like this, which is a breeding female, is probably the most valuable animal that we have. So we would preferentially dehorn her.
There's some regarding it's controversial. So
Sure.
is there any experience regarding the question if the dehorning is affecting the gene pool, or like a weaker bull maybe having a bigger horn, a strong bull having no horn, not able to win the fight, can't reproduce himself?
So, you know, it's work that needs to be done, but it sort of needs to be done in a sort of small area where people can actually follow individual animals and determine if that's going to make a difference or not. My personal feeling is that it doesn't make a huge difference because a lot of dominance is actually a psychological issue. All right. So if you were to dehorn a big bull that's a dominant animal, he doesn't realize he doesn't have his horn anymore. And the white bulls he fights, they don't realize that he hasn't got it either. So it's really a sort of a size and a mental issue really in terms of dominance. So I don't think personally it makes a huge difference.
And then what's happening sometimes is that a poacher who has tracked a rhino and put his life at risk, and then he ends up without a horn, and he's dehorned, would maybe say, I'm not going to make this mistake again, so I'll kill the animal anyway.
Yes.
Does that happen often?
Well, we really don't know if that happens often. You know, we have had a few rhinos that have been dehorned, that have been poached. Okay. But the difficult question always is, if we hadn't dehorned the rhinos, how many more would have been poached? And that's the difficult question. It's very difficult to have a control group, if I can put it that way, in terms of a sort of scientific study. So certainly we have had some that have been dehorned that have been poached, and you don't know whether it's because it's dusk or nighttime and they can't see collecting all the horns, or you're not sure if they just do it out of spite, or they're going to do it so they don't follow the rhino again. You don't know if they're doing it because they want to discourage us from doing it, to tell us, send us the message that look, it's not going to make any difference. So it's very difficult to ascertain, you know, how they view it.
Anything else you would like to say?
Yeah, could you explain the first two we found? What was odd with them and